everybody, my name is Grizzgoat and welcome back to the Toad Town Zoo and Aquarium. Today we are building the first level for Mario 3. I'm very well familiar with this level because I played it probably a million times as a kid, as I was horrible at Mario and really didn't know what I was doing when I was playing the game. I just liked running around. So here we have the little background hills that you see at the beginning of the map, and we're working on our first blocks that Mario jumps on in the game. And we're not going to spend too much time on them just because I've built so many in our zoo already, just using the corrugated metal walls. And today we're trying out a different style of video. I feel like the speed builds are okay, but my building process sometimes leads to a lot of jumping around and kind of craziness, so I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. We're going to take a look at all of the important parts. That way we can kind of see a little bit better of what I'm doing and how I'm actually building it instead of just like blasting everything at 700%. Hopefully you enjoy this. Let me know in the comments if you hate it, if you love it, or if you're neutral. And while you figure out your stance on that, we're just going to finish up the rest of the blocks. So here's the last one going in. And I tried to stay relatively true to the size ratio on these blocks, but they might not be exact. Now we're going to do some terrain work and move on to the next stage of our level. This is when you jump up and you get to hit the Koopa shell into the block and a feather comes out and you get the raccoon powers. That was pretty much the part I got to, and then I would usually just run around as Raccoon Mario for a long time. There's no better feeling than being Raccoon Mario. So on top of the platform there are a few background hills. I'm probably going to end up moving these back. This build got a little bit more extensive than I thought it was going to be, so I am going to split this into parts. So this is going to be a whole nother exhibit, the step up part, and then the kind of first part is going to be an exhibit, and then we're just going to recreate the whole level down the line. So yeah, it'll be real fun. Make sure you stick around, like and subscribe so that you get to hang out, because that's always fun. Now we're just going to make these little shrubby trees. There's 3 of them in this little area of the map. So we're just gonna recreate them using these little hedges. And then we're gonna duplicate them a couple more times just to fill in the gap. And now you can see we have a wall. I raised up the path just a little bit so that you kind of look down into the exhibit. When I was looking at it from ground level, it didn't quite look right to me to display the animals, because that's the main thing, is we want to display the animals properly. And here they come right now, are red kangaroos. Sorry for the awkward position here, but that's all the footage I got of their entrance. And they're surprisingly easy to please. I did not know that. Their ground cover was pretty much good off the bat, which is awesome. And now we're going to, just like the tortoises, we're going to figure out how we can get them on top of our jumping blocks and platforms and stuff without it being obvious to the guests. So we're just gonna kind of align these platforms in the back, and from the perspective of the pathway, they really shouldn't be able to see it. I think I went back, and you kind of can if you're looking for it, but at the same time, we can't just do magic around here, so. And now I was trying to figure out what we were gonna do for the backdrop, and I decided to just kind of put a big kind of filler lake for now. I do think it could be cool to add an animal back there, but I'm not positive how we're going to pull that off. So It'll just work as a nice backdrop for our exhibit for now. Then I decided to adjust our entrance ramp just so it's not poking out behind this green block. And we keep it a little tighter and a little neater so that the guests won't see it. And here we have the second species in our exhibit, our emu, who I thought was going to climb up the ramp right when I built it, but he decided to turn around. I do love him though, and I think he's my best friend. So there we have 2 emus and a kangaroo over there on the right. We're just going to add on our little detailing to the blocks. And then we're going to add some detailing to the front wall here. Not that the guests will really see it, but it does kind of add a little bit more depth and kind of interest to this blank wall that we have. And then just to add to our backdrop, we're going to add a little bit of naturey stuff just because it is an animal exhibit and we do want it to be somewhat enriching for them and not super industrial. And there you can see our third animal inhabitant, which is the wallabies. So the exhibit overall is pretty Australian, so I decided to use these eucalyptus trees. I honestly didn't do the research to see if they grow this tightly. For some reason, I've always kind of imagined them being more spread out. So let me know if you're Australian in the comments and how eucalyptus trees actually grow. But this is also a Mario zoo, so don't take anything too realistically. And now we're just adding kind of a man-made edge to our lake, just because the lake does look super man-made. I just felt like it would be fitting to kind of include a metal wall that separates the exhibit from the lake. Adding some more details along the wall here. And now that our exhibit's complete, we can sit back, relax, and enjoy the cinematic. We have the kangaroos up on the blocks, perfect to represent Mario jumping around on the levels. And let's check out how our exhibit compares to the actual level. So that area will be next. Thank you all for joining me. It's been a blast. This was a very fun build. And yeah, I hope you guys like this series. I could always do an eco zoo if you guys want to, but eco zoos are boring. What zoo isn't an eco zoo in 2024? They're all eco zoos with that sustainability bullshit.